And now, to make the ring, overlap the two edges by about 2 or 3 inches. I always make the ends thinner because when I overlap it, I want it to be the same thickness as the rest of the ring. But part of the charm is that you can see the overlap. And now it's ready to be put on the prepared pan and allowed to rise about an hour until it doubles, and when I press it, it feels really light and airy. I like to bake this bread on either parchment or preferably silpan. Silpan is something new from France that has little holes in it, and it's dark, and dark attracts heat. It holds the heat, and so that's why you get a nice bottom, crunchy and dark. And I just line regular sheet pan or nonstick sheet pan, it doesn't really matter, because the bread is not going to stick to the silpan. Pan means bread in French, that's why it's called that. Silicone and bread, pan. I like to cover this with either plastic wrap or a box, and I happen to have a box here that's just the perfect size. But the main thing is to keep the top from crusting, and the way to do that is either putting plastic wrap directly on the surface, which sometimes is hard to take off and sticks, or a plastic box, and you can even put 2 little custard cups with hot water if it's a cold day to help the rising, though 1 hour is not much to ask. I happen to have one that's already rising, that's just at the point where it's ready to bake. See how much larger it's grown? And this is one that you want to let rise, a complete rise, because I don't slash it. I just wait until I can press it. Oh, you can see how airy it is. And it keeps the dent. But don't worry, that dent's going to pop right out, right up when it bakes. To give it an extra wonderful flavor and a velvety crust, I brush it either with bacon fat, which gives it a smoky flavor, or with melted butter. Just lightly all over. And of course, I've preheated my oven. For bread, this one starts at 450 degrees. The oven has to be preheated for at least a half hour, and with a baking stone in it, 45 minutes to an hour is even better because it gives the stone a chance to get really hot so that when I open the oven door, it's going to keep the heat. You always lose some oven heat when you open the door, but when you have a stone, it really helps to prevent total loss of it. Now this is ready to be put in the 450-degree oven where it's going to bake for 20 minutes, but I'm going to create steam to give it that extra boost. I use about a half a cup of ice cubes. And you can see I have a roasting pan underneath that's also preheating, so it's going to be really hot. And it can create so much steam that it's a good idea to avert your face when you put it in. You can hear it sizzling. When the oven door is closed, we'll push the pan back in. Let the bread bake at this high temperature for about 20 minutes and then turn the oven down to 400 and continue baking about 10 until it's golden brown. If you insert an instant read thermometer, it should read 210 degrees. Grazie, Mr. Zito. This is the most wonderful recipe. I hope you all will try it. It's so quick and easy, and it's a great starting bread for your bread baking experiences. I can never resist eating it.